Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. Welcome to Mondays with Marina. Nice to see all of you here. Hello, Karen. Hello, Jackie B Readings. Hello, Artist Liz, James Spear, Gemma Lee. Thank you, guys, for joining me. Carrie Keelan, thank you for being here. So, hope everyone had a nice weekend. We are enjoying a long weekend up here in Canada, in Alberta, because it is Family Day, and that allows us. It ensures that we have a long weekend every month of the year. So there's always something to look forward to. One of the benefits of living in Canada, I'm just saying, if you're thinking that you might want to come, you might want to come up here. So I have Dawn in the background who's going to be keeping track of your questions. Now, how are we going to do this? Well, in order to enter for a chance to get a reading, I want you to type in #whisper in the comment section. And you only need to type it in once because it will only ever accept it once. Okay. And then if you're chosen and your name comes up, then and only then I'm going to ask you to please post your question in and post it in right away. Because one of the things that really bothers me, I'll be honest with you, is people who come in a chat, they post their question and then they leave. And they'll check back later to see if they were picked and if someone did a reading. And I don't work that way. I have different rules. So I don't do that. That's why I ask you if you are chosen as a winner, post your question in right away. The other thing that I will tell you is, please don't ask what your spirit guides want you to know. I need you to ask a specific question. Okay? No medical questions. I'm not a doctor, and I don't, it's not ethical for me to give out medical advice because I'm not a doctor, just like I'm not a lawyer, so I can't, give out legal advice. And also no third-party questions. And what's a third-party question? Well, that would be like, is my son going to get the job he applied for? I don't have your son's permission to read on him. So ethically, I usually leave third-party questions alone. I don't get into them. So anyway, and if you don't post your question right away, I'll move on to the next person because I do want to be able to read for as many of the folks that are here in the chat. So if I'm sitting back and going, okay, Bertha, please put your question. Bertha, please do that. Please do that. It takes half a minute. It takes a minute. And you add those up, and that's at least one, if not two, readings for people while we're waiting. So I'm going to give you about a minute, if that, to post your question. And if you don't do that in time, then I'll just move on to the next person. The good news is, if you don't make it in the draw this time, there's always next time. So there. Okay. So for those of you that have joined, hello, Dibs, BK, Teresa, TLC, Cheryl is here. Hello, Cheryl. Arlene Forney is here. Hello, Arlene. Anna Grinnett. Wow. Yeah, Dibs says. Yeah, that is like having a conversation with someone who's not paying any attention to you when you talk. Yes. Thank you, Dibs. You understand me. So there. Okay, Charlene Dulmich. Hello, nice to have you here. And Lynn True. Excellent. Thank you for being here. Luna's mom, Tracy. And Lois, of course, Lois T. Hello. Hello, glad that you are here. I will remind you guys. Okay, Charlene, you probably came in after I had said how I do this. So, if you want to get in for a chance to get a reading, you type in #whisper in the comment section below. And I'll be using the giveaway tool. And if the giveaway tool chooses you, then and only then do you post your question. Because anything that is posted that is not from someone who's won a reading, I'm not going to pay attention to. I'm not going to make any note of it or whatever. That way, it keeps things nice and clean for me while I'm doing the reading, and it also helps Dawn in the back, who's helping me with this, to to be able to put together the winners and the questions. So there's that. I will tell you, Mivs. Hello, Mivs. Nice to see you. Creative Chick Studios. Hello. And artist Liz. Yeah, whirring through it. Hi, Marina. Hey, Bora Bora. Nice to see you here. Lynn True, you just heard me explain to someone else the way that things work. So if you'd like to get in for a chance to win a reading, you have to type in #whisper. And we'll see what the giveaway tool does, and whoever wins, wins. So, what have I got going on that I wanted to tell you guys? On Wednesday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, I'll be over on Allie's channel, and it's for our Sisters of the Mystical Tarot gathering. Looking forward to it. The conversation this time around is going to be about the imposter syndrome. So that will be interesting. And then at 7, I'll be on Arthur Ease Your Mind channel. I'm really looking forward to that. And then on Thursday, the 19th at 4 p.m., I'm going to be doing Messages for Lightworkers by my lonesome, because Val is taking a much needed vacation. So I'll be doing episode 165 as well as 166. So there. And then at 7 p.m. on Thursday, Cleo is going to join me, Cleo the Seer, and it's kitchen table issues. So that's what we'll be talking about. And then on Friday at 8 p.m., Allie is going to join me for the rescheduled but back on schedule Story in the Cards program. So make sure you come join for that. For those of you that are members on my channel, we're going to have a members only get together via Zoom on Saturday, the 21st. And that is, this time it's going to be a little different as well, because we're going to be joined by Sabrina, Tree of Life. And one of the things that you guys had asked for was to have something that we could talk about at the get-togethers. And Sabrina is an astrologer, so she's going to try to teach us as much as she can about astrology. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that. If you are a member and you have not yet sent me an email so that I have your email address, I can't invite you, because Zoom won't let me invite people whose email addresses aren't on file. So if you are a member, please make sure that you send an email to heartcenteredtarot@outlook.com. And all you have to do is write in member info and let me know what your chat name is too, because sometimes the name that that your email goes to and your chat name are a little different. So there. Okay. I think that takes care of a lot of the housework or behind the scenes stuff. I will remind you guys, these are the Otter Spirit bracelets, and I'm wearing the Jade, Adventurine, and Citrine today. And I do have information on Otter Spirit bracelets in the description of the video. So if you want more information on Otter Spirit, and they are a fabulous company with a really, really solid, good product. And if you go in using my particular code, depending on your order, you're going to get at least 20% off, 30% off if you order more than $99 worth. So hello. There you go. So yeah, check them out. They've got some fabulous, fabulous products. Everything comes in this beautiful little box. And yes, you have to type in whisper to say my hair looks great. No, you don't, but thank you. Thank you. So yeah, the Otter Spirit box, the bracelet is on the inside. It also comes with this little pouch. And I always suggest that you keep your bracelets in the pouch. That way, you're making an investment. These are energetic um, energetic things, and you want to keep the energy high and so on. So always keep them in the little pouch, and that way they're not rubbing against each other, so on. With each bracelet that you have, you also get a little card that gives you some information. So in this case, this is the turquoise bracelet, fabulous. And it tells you all about turquoise. And it says, I don't get swept away by inner storms. It's something that you can consider something that, like a little mantra. So they're, like I say, excellent, excellent quality bracelets, ethical company, and a portion of your purchase goes towards supporting the otters in the Monterey Bay. So there you go. That's I always like to support companies that give back. So thank you for joining me. And I think we probably have enough folks now that have put in #whisper. So let me put it up on the stage, and I'll be picking, excuse me, 4 people, 4 at a time. Okay, so let's get the wheel rolling. You can see how it goes, and I'll mention if my own name comes up, I'll just pick someone else, obviously. So, no sooner said than done. There you go. I'm glad it's done. It's out of the way. Okay. So our first lucky person to get a reading is going to be Jackie B. Okay, Jackie B. And thank you, Jackie B, for being a moderator and for posting things in the background and in the chat as well. So get your question in real quick, Jackie B. And after Jackie, we've got love some of these avatars. They're fabulous. We've got Are You Spiritual? Excellent. And okay. And while we're waiting for the next one, I will remind you be specific. No questions about what spirit want me to know, because yeah. Silver Woods. And after Silver Woods, we have da, 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 da. And thank you. Oh, MGG. And there we go. Okay. And someone had mentioned earlier that they are not, oh, Jackie B says, skip me. I had a reading today. Excellent. So yeah, if you've had a reading from someone, anyone else in the last 48 hours, just let me know and we'll pick someone else. That way, the folks get a chance. Everyone gets an equal chance. Okay. So going back. So not Jackie B, but instead of Jackie B, we're going to have da, 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 Cheryl 99. Okay. And wonderful. Cheryl, get your question in right away. Okay. All right. Dun dun dun. So okay, I'm gonna give Dawn a hand here. So instead of Jackie B, so we'll start with Cheryl and make sure that that you've got your questions in. So are you spiritual? I think you're in there. Okay. Um and Silver Woods, Cheryl, MGG, fabulous. And I do want to say thank you very much to Time Matters for that generous donation. It means a lot. It really does. And I thank you very much for that. Okay. So we've got, okay. We've got, who are you spiritual? Got it. And Are You Spiritual says, hi, Marina. It's my lucky day. Can you tell me if I will be able to take a trip to New York City in the autumn? Okay. It feels like you will. I don't think you'll be going alone. I think you're probably going to be traveling with someone else. And it feels like they're going to be interesting company. Yes, you're going to need to prepare and organize because you want to take your son. Okay. Yeah, you're going to need to be prepared and organized because your son isn't very prepared and organized. You're going to have to to keep on top of things and make sure that that he's done all the things that you want him to do. Otherwise, you might end up with surprises at the last minute. Okay. Um, yeah, comfort zone. So yeah, this is someone that you're comfortable with, and you're. I think you're going to have a lot of fun. He, as much as you would like him to go with you, he may think that the time that you're spending away, he doesn't want to spend that time away from his friends. So, be prepared if he says, oh, I don't know if I want to go, Mom, right? Which is at 16, that's generally what they do. But if he does, I think this is going to be breakthrough progress. I think that your relationship is going to get stronger if you do have an opportunity to go on this trip together. So there you go. I hope that is helpful to you. Okay. And I will remind you, please do not post your questions in the chat unless you are a winner. And in order to get in line for a chance to win a reading, you type in #whisper in the comment section and stick around. If you're chosen, then you type in your question. Okay. And next on the list is we've got Silver Woods. And Silver Woods would like to know, will I be able to find a good tenant for my vacant apartment? I'm very picky. Ah, okay. Will you be able to find hold on, let me just look at this again. A good tenant. I think you're there is a it's a young family. I think that yes, you will beautify, glow up. I think that these people are going to they're looking for a home. Okay, they're not exactly interested in being just renters. They're looking for a home, and I feel it's a young family with maybe a baby. And creative inspiration. I think that you'll like them when you first meet them. Be open to receive. Don't if you're it's okay to be picky. It's not okay to be overly judgmental. Everybody lives their lives a little different. Okay. So if you trust your tenant, if you're fair with them, I think that they will be fair with you. Just remember that once you rent that apartment, that becomes their home. So you can't be overly critical of how they do things, unless, of course, they're damaging property. But I think that you will find someone, and it feels like it's going to be fairly soon. And I think you're going to like these people when you meet them. I think you're going to get a good sense for them. So I hope that helps you. Okay. And and then we have Silver Woods. Oh, all right. And then we have MGG, who says, will I be moving into a new house this spring? Okay. Let's see. Let's see what we got. I just renovated 1907 Victorian home. Picky. Yeah. Like I said, I don't blame you for being picky, because I mean, you don't want just anyone living there, but at the same time, you can't be hovering over top of them watching. And well, I cut the lawn twice a week, and I see you only do it once a week. Remember, they're paying to live there. They're not living there for free. But yeah. All righty. MTG will be able to okay. I think you will. You may end up rooming with someone or finding a place with someone else, right? Um, and I think that when that happens, it brings relief and it brings answers, and it's going to be something that is going to work for the two of you. So I think that is going to be positive. I also get adventure and travel. So this could be a roommate type of situation that is going to allow you the ability to have some extra funds so that you will be able to go on little mini trips here and there. So yeah, yeah. And my last card out, it goes in your favor. So you know what? I think the answer is yes. Absolutely. All right. I hope that is helpful to you, MGG. Okay. And, 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 okay. And then, oops. And then we have, all right. I'm going to take that off. And we have Cheryl. Does spirit see me decluttering my home soon? I just can't seem to get myself going. Okay. Guys, let me just bring Dawn in. Okay. Sorry, you saw her and then you didn't. Okay. So, uh, I I think Cheryl, what you're you're looking at this in terms of decluttering the house, which is a huge project, right? And it does feel overwhelming. It does feel like, you're looking around wondering where do you even start? Okay. So here's what you do. Break it down into small little bite-sized things. Today, I'm going to declutter the the kitchen. And then you work on the kitchen. You don't worry about anything else. You're only concentrating on getting things in and out of the kitchen. Once you're done, if you have time, maybe tackle a small bathroom and just work on that small bathroom. And if you break it up into those little bite-sized pieces, then um, it's going to keep you motivated because you're going to be able to see progress, right? You're going to be able to say, look, there's all these boxes that, this is the stuff that I'm donating. This is the stuff that is for the garbage. And, this is the stuff that, I don't know, I'm going to take to a flea market and I'm going to sell it there. But at least that way you can see kind of on a daily basis what it is that you need to do. So let me just pull a couple cards and see. Yeah, challenges ahead. So yes, yeah, to think of it in terms of decluttering the whole house is a big challenge. Okay. Um, protect your energy. So break it down, put it into little bite-sized pieces, and you'll be able to handle it, and you'll feel a sense of accomplishment. Okay, changing direction. So, can spirit send me help? No, me first. Yeah, that I think that if you do that, if you just tackle it, one thing at a time, um, that is going to motivate you because you're going to be able to see that you are making progress, and that's going to keep you going. So there you go. Uh, I hope that works for you, Cheryl. Thank you. Okay, let's pick 4 more. And remember, if you want to get in for a chance to win a reading, whoops, hold on. You type in hashtag whisper in the comment section. And if you're a winner, and only if you're a winner, please type your question in and get it in right away. And we'll take it from there. So, all right, let's bring this back up on stage and let's pick the next 4. And who do we have? Who do we have? We're starting with Michelle Krantz. All right, Michelle, please post your question in all caps. Thank you. And after Michelle, we have Teresa TLC. Wonderful. Okay. And after Teresa, we have Maureen D'Amico. And after Maureen, we have Lynn True. All right. So Michelle Krantz, Teresa TLC, Maureen D'Amico, and Lynn True, get your questions in right away. All righty. And. Oh, let me take that out there. All right. Okay. Whoops. And okay. So we have and we've got 3. All righty. So we can start off with. Oh, let me remove that. Okay. And we'll start off with Michelle Krantz. I think that's what it is, right? Yes, it is. All right. Reading about finances. Okay. That's kind of a broad topic. Finances. What do we have for Michelle Krantz regarding finances? Increased intuition, rest and relax, and into the battle. I think that things are, they're going to, I think finances are going to improve for you over the next little while. But you are going to need to work a little bit on what it is that you're spending money on. And I think that you don't often consider the purchases that you're making. It's just kind of, and I get it because I'm one of those myself, is, oh, it's shiny, it's pretty, I need to have it. And then I get it home and go, oh, now what? So that's not going to work. So yeah, you need to think about what it is that you're looking for, and where it is that you want to um, where it is that you want to spend your money. I think you're going to find ways that actually you're going to be able to to put a little money aside. So yeah, there you go. Just you can you can always buy things with your eyes, right? And just pretend. Take a picture of it if you see something that catches your attention. Take a picture of it, and then if you walk away from it, you can always remember that feeling about, oh, that was so beautiful. Look, I took a picture. But I think that's yeah. You're going to need to be a little careful, but yeah, it certainly does get better. So there you go. Okie dokie. Um, Reading about finances. Okay. And Teresa, oops, oops. Teresa TLC says, will I be able to continue working from home full time? I work for the state and my health issues require it, but my request is now being declined due to Texas Republican Governor its mandate. Yeah, the joys of living in a red state. Yeah. So, um, are you going to be able to continue to work from home? Continue to work from home. Any challenges? Okay, well, I get not as expected. Um, avoid avoid or keep to yourself, and challenges ahead. Um, it feels like, yeah, you might need to go into the office. Um, that there, I mean, working from home is fabulous. It's great. Um, and while it certainly does make things a lot easier, you don't have a commute and all that kind of stuff. Um, you might even come up with well, not as expected. So there might be a way that you can maybe agree to go in, one day a week or so on. I think there are going to be challenges ahead. Um, but it doesn't feel like it's a total no, you must spend 40 hours a week in the office, um, versus, oh no, yeah, go ahead and just, you can work from home. I think that there is that you're going to need to negotiate, and you're going to need to find kind of a happy medium. Okay. And but it feels like they might be willing to work with you, so that's good. I hope that that's beneficial. Okay, I will remind. Whoops, hold on. I will remind you. I do not take questions directly from the chat. If you want to get in for an opportunity to win a reading, you type in #whisper in the comment section, and then wait and see if the Fickle Finger of Fate chooses you. So there. Okay. So, uh, oh, Katie Quirk. All right. Thank you for being here, Katie. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on your way out. Thank you for being here. Okay. So we did Teresa, and we're going to go to Maureen D'Amico, who would like a message from Grandma Flatley. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. What did she want you to know? What did she say? Oh. Self-critical. Um, you're you're hard on yourself in terms of what it is that you expect, and when you do that, you're okay. She's saying, yeah, when you're hard on yourself, and you get self-critical, you turn into a little bit of a drama queen. And she knows that that's not you. So she's saying, just, can you please just stop being so hard on yourself. Okay. This is what you do, kind of go out of your way to kind of uh, attack yourself, or put up roadblocks in your own way. So that she's saying, no, cut that out. Okay. And it's time to let a lot of that self-critical talk. It's time to let it go. Right. Okay. Goodbye. Moving on. So yeah, she's I think this is something that you know, she might have mentioned to you in the past, um, whether or not you had an opportunity to know her when you were growing up. But yeah, she's just, don't take yourself so seriously. Don't, not everything not everything needs to be a burden. So it's kind of a different message, but she's delivering it with a good deal of love. Okay. So there you go, Maureen. And then we have Lynn. And Lynn says, I would like pointers towards aligning making money with my not on my watch passion. Pointers. Pointers. Okay. Oops. Pointers on making money. Okay. Well, the first thing that I got was, make sure that you are not pricing yourself out of the market. Okay. So I get breakthrough progress. I think that there's going to be interest in this idea. Yeah, time to reflect, and um, overworked and unappreciated. Okay, so you've got an awful lot of work into this. Understand that any time that we are doing something and we put our heart and soul into it, we okay, sorry. To Sunflower Mead, I said, if you want to get in for a reading, please type in #whisper. This is the third or fourth time that you've posted that. I will not read for that. Okay? Please. This is not a parlor trick that I do. And if you can't follow the rules, find another channel to go to. There you go. All right. So sorry about that, folks, but every once in a while, when people don't listen, they don't pay attention, they think that they're somehow whatever. Done. Done. Okay. All right. So, Lynn, you have put in and an awful lot um, of time and effort into this. I think that it is going to be successful. People are going to be interested in it. You just need to take a little bit of time and decide how much return you're willing to accept um, on your investment, and think long term, right? It's not it is much easier to get $1 from 100 people than it is to get $100 from one person. So make sure that you're at a price point that people are going to be um, interested in wanting to get more information, interested in learning more about the product, and never underestimate the value of a goodwill gift, right? Sometimes, yeah, you want people to be able to become familiar with your product um, by letting them experience it. Let someone else's word of mouth be your best advertising. So I hope that was helpful to you, Lynn. Okay. All right. Let's do, and I'm going to move that comment, and we're going to pick 4 more. Ready, ready, ready. All right. So who do we have? We have Phyllis. Phyllis, please post your question in all caps. And after Phyllis, we have Terry Keelan. Terry Keelan, please post your question in right away. Thank you, thank you. And then we have Anna Greenwich. Well done, Anna. And after Anna, we have Mary Avila, or Avila. All righty. Okie dokie. Thank you, Anna. Okay. So let's take that off. So we got Phyllis, Terry Keelan, Anna Greenwich, and Mary Avila. Terry is in there. Well done. Yeah. Oh, okay. And okay. So who are we waiting for? I think we are You're welcome, Lynn. You're welcome. Okay, Phyllis, Anna, Terry, Elin. So Mary Avila, please post your question. Okay. And all right, nothing from Mary. Okay. So let's do this again. And instead of Mary, we're going to have Silky Steel. Silky Steel Kitchen Witchery. Please post your question in right away. I was thinking. Thank you. Okay. So we can get, okay. Post your question in, Silky, real quick. And, okay. And Phyllis. Gotcha. Phyllis would like a message from soulmate in the afterlife. Okay. Okay. So, Silky, you're going to have to be a little more specific. In terms of what? In terms of growth, in terms of finance, in terms of relationship, but in terms of what? So, Phyllis, what do we get? Okay. Okay. All right. So, Phyllis, what your soulmate is saying is a couple things. First is the passing was sudden, so you didn't really have a whole lot of time to maybe adjust to it, and that could be one of the reasons that you're still, it's like you're still grieving. You still haven't processed everything, and they want you to be calm. They want you, because your mind is kind of all over the place, and you're being much harder on yourself than you need to be. You're They're saying that you're feeling very drained and lacking vitality, and a lot of that could be the fact that that there is a good deal of promotion that was happening around you at the time of your partner's passing. More than anything, what they are telling me is to what happened. There's nothing that you could have done to change the outcome. So when the mind starts to play the games and get into the coulda, woulda, shoulda, just let that go, because it is draining. It's draining your energy. It's making it more difficult for you to than it needs to be. So just remember that. I mean, we always hear, yeah, everything happens for a reason, and that's true. And sometimes it feels like were saying something without really understanding the situation. Um, this was this is someone that is close to you, that you encounter, um, that um, they are around you quite a lot. You just can't always hear or feel them because you're you're kind of still in the grief process. So once you get not over it, once you're able to deal with it, um, and kind of put it into perspective and recognize that there was nothing that you could have done any differently, I think you're going to feel calmer about that. So, yes, I'm so sorry for your loss, but I think that they want you to kind of settle down and pay attention to what it is that they're sharing with you. Thank you, Phyllis. Thank you. Okay, and Anna Greenwich says, oh, okay, Terry, just need to bring this, whoops, sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Lost a family ring decluttering. Hope to find it. Yes, yes, because um, it's still in your house. It, it's just, it, oh, thank you, Erin. No. You're more than welcome, Phyllis. Um, it it has Terry. It's fallen behind something. It's like underneath somewhere, and okay, I don't know why, but I'm seeing um, whether it's a dresser or it's a piece of furniture that has a little bit of an opening. Oh gosh, what does hold on. Hmm. Okay, the bottom of it kind of looks like that, okay? And it has fallen and it is behind one of these one of one of these little leg things. It's kind of it almost yeah, the ones I've highlighted almost like there's it's fallen in the corner of that. Um, and it's not something that you would pick up with a vacuum cleaner because you know you're not going to be able to get into the corners. But I would definitely look around furniture, and especially those things that um, were because yeah, as you were decluttering, you moved a piece of furniture. Um, yeah. Oh, I was thinking, oh, yes. Dresser looks like okay, there you go. There you go, Terry. That's where you'll find it. That's where you'll find it. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. And okay. Um and I just okay, let me just show this. Yeah. Um you didn't have to read oh, I do have to read it. I do have to read it. Yeah. Uh but I gave you a free reading last year this time about your disability insurance. I said it would be delayed, and it was. Thank you. Thank you, I was thinking. Thank you very much. That it means a lot. It means an awful lot because, like I said, it I take what I do seriously, and it's not a parlor trick. It's not. something to do for entertainment. And yeah, so I like it when people honor the gift because I honor it. So thank you, thank you. Okay. And then uh who do we have? And then do we have, is it Anna Greenwich? Yes. Okay. Thank thank you, Dawn. Thank you so much. Dawn is doing a fabulous job backstage, by the way, you guys. You have no idea how much this helps in terms of, me not being able to or not having to keep an eye on everything. So I still forget every once in a while that I do have help, and I just kind of jump in and go, okay, all right. Um, what will be April? Well, no. Okay. Well, I get older, fragile, part part of the aging process, stamina, renewed energy, uh, perspective, perspective, and that is what regret now strength. So, how are things going to be? I think that you're coming to terms with the fact that there are certain things that we can do and certain things that are sometimes a little challenging, right? Um, I love high heels. Um, in my mind, I can still wear 4-inch stilettos. If I put them on and try to take more than 3 steps, my body says, "Nice try, nice try. Put the flats on." So I think this is your body's and your guide saying, recognize that there are things that you can do and things that are going to take a little longer than they used to, right? And that if you take your time, you're going to find that you are going to have a lot of renewed strength and things are going to work out. It's just a matter of perspective. So you know what? It may take you a little longer to you know to to get dressed in the morning. That's a luxury of taking your time, right? It may take you a little longer to do your grocery shopping because you're not as quick as you used to be. One of the joys of getting older is we can move a little slower. So I do think that things work out, and you're personally, I think that they're looking better in that you're working on being a little more gentle with yourself, right? And don't forget to treat yourself well, right? So be kind to yourself. I think, yeah, I think things are going to be just fine for you, Anna. So I hope that helps. Okay, and okay, and Silky Steele's Kitchen Witchery says, I would love a message from my guides about what I need to know for spiritual growth next month. Okay, what do we need to know for spiritual growth? Let me go to another deck. Ah, Anna says, I will be 87 in April. Ha! I should I should be so lucky. So take your time, Anna, be gentle with yourself. Okay, treat yourself. Yes. My vibrational energy is rising so fast. It's overwhelming. There's and I think I mentioned this last week when Allie was the one who shared the information with me about the ascension flu. And that is why are so many of us all of a sudden dealing with headaches, with body aches, with all kinds of different things, joint pain, and not being able to sleep at night, and so on. So the because we are at that period where we are moving from the 3D to the 5D, it takes our bodies a little longer to adjust to the new frequencies. So yes, there's going to be shifts in not only shifts in energy, but in yeah in the vibrations, right? We're going to be able to pick things up a lot quicker and whatnot. So um what is spiritual growth next month is, and I'm thinking, Silky, this is kind of for everyone, is this it's not a race. It's not a matter of who's across the finish line first. Self-care right now is very, very, very important. So you need to take care of yourself. You need to give your body an opportunity to get adjusted to the new frequency. And if that means you need to slow down and take a nap, you slow down and take a nap. um you know no Nobody is going to be at the end of this saying, oh well, you get an extra star because you did this faster than anyone else. We're all going to get to that place in our own good time, right? So yeah. um hurt feelings, I think you're going to be probably reacting with a little more emotional sensitivity, and things that a couple months ago you wouldn't have paid attention to. Now you might stay with the feels a little longer than you need to. The relief and answers are coming. So you will get through the process. So what are you going to do for spiritual growth? Well, change in perspective. Okay, this is something that is happening for ultimately for your growth, and for your ability to help others along the path as well. So yeah, the one message that I keep getting, not only for you, but like I said, for everyone, is self-care. Take time to um, take time to listen to your body, listen to what it is telling you. Um, mm, yeah, I don't cry about stuff much. Yes, and it is a case of, yeah, our emotions, everything is being heightened, and we can recognize that that is going on, and it's like kind of feeling all the feels. And there's nothing wrong with that. Know that it's something that it's not going to last forever, and it is going to get better. And if you're going through these things, it's a sign of growth. So change in perspective. Don't think of it in terms of, oh, I'm overly emotional. Think of it in terms of, I'm growing spiritually. So recognize that is what's happening. Yeah. There you go. I hope that is helpful. Okay. And Erin said, "Thank you for sharing your heart with us." Oh, you're more than welcome, Erin. It is always my pleasure. For the record, it should. Oh, sorry. Um, I was think it says for the record it should take 14 months for disability at the most. It has been delayed years. So your read went against the odds. And your co-host didn't get the same read. What can I say? What can I say? Yeah, I honor my gifts. I value my gifts, and yeah, I kind of share it share it with you guys, um and I know that the majority of you find value in what I do. It's just every once in a while, and I'll apologize again for my little outburst, but you know, every once in a while, a girl's just got to vent. Okay, so there. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It really means a lot. Leave a comment uh, after the show is over. As long as it's at least 7 characters, it really helps with the algorithm and it helps me get the message out um, to people who want to hear what I have to say. So there you go. Already, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Dawn, for being in the background and doing what you do, and thank you, Jackie B, for your posting things and yeah, I appreciate each and every one of you. So, all right. Take care, all, and I will see you on Wednesday if I don't see you before. Bye for now.